Hey guys, it's Ria Michelle, and welcome to yet another beautiful day that God has blessed us with. I do apologize for the hiatus that I have had with you guys. I have just been doing a lot of different things. YouTube has not been the forefront of my mind, but I thank God that my cousin reminded me at his sister's wedding that, hey, like, you have followers. You just put a little word out there saying that you're still here, and here I am. So, one thing that I was really thinking about today, just chilling at home, getting some time to just meditate, was the pride of life. So the pride of life is something that I've always heard, like in church or from other Christians, but I feel like I was misinterpreting it or just thinking about it in a different way. So when I thought about pride, I always thought about that verse that says pride before destruction. And I always thought like, oh, like you're the person who is like too proud. It's like confident but arrogant. I don't know, like a sense of arrogance and a sense of being so like into yourself and into your accomplishments and into who you are that you just kind of like put others down in the process of being that way. So that's what I always thought about as pride, and I would always want to cling to humility and just to be as humble as possible because of that. Like, I never wanted to be too proud of myself. Like, it was okay if I was happy that I accomplished something, but I always wanted to stay humble about it. I never wanted to be too proud because I didn't want God to be like, hey, like, you're getting too proud, that's going to lead to your destruction, and you don't want to be that way. But I was reading this Bible plan. It's called the Deadly Trio, and I'll link that in the description box if you guys want to take a look at it. But the pride of life and how they define it is the desire of the world's approval rather than the approval of God. And that to me was like, wow, like it was just kind of a light bulb just popped over my head. Like I could see and understand clearly what that meant then. I was just like, okay, like I can see how that affects my everyday life and the lives of others that are around me, where you're trying to seek the approval of the boss at your job, or you're trying to seek the approval of your peers or the approval of your followers, and you do things that compromise your morals and some of the things that you know that God wouldn't really approve of. For example, say you have like a really big Instagram following because I don't know, maybe you like post a lot of nice pictures or something like that, and you decide, the way that I can get more followers is if I pose like half nude, or I let you see a little bit more of myself than I normally would. That is the pride of life. You are desiring the approval of your followers and trying to get more followers, and that as a worldly view, versus God saying like, nah, like you should be modest, and that way people will see you for your true beauty versus the sexual beauty and lust that you throw out there for how you look. So that was just something that I really wanted to share with you guys, because I feel like I'm not the only one who is confused about when people would throw out, or in pastors in church would throw out, oh, you want to stay away from the pride of life. And it's just like, okay, but like the pride of life, like what do you mean by the pride of life? So again, that definition that they described in here is the desire of the world's approval rather than the approval of God. So whenever you're doing things, always seek God's approval. Make sure it's something that He would want you to do rather than your peers or your parents or anybody else in this world, even yourself. If it's something that like only you approve of, but God wouldn't approve of it, then you want to relook at that situation and really pray to God and see like, all right, like what does He want me to do? And if you end up being a social pariah, if you end up being an outcast, so be it. Because at the end, the reward is much greater than what you would have if you only got the temporary approval of people who really honestly don't matter. So I hope that you guys got something out of this and that you guys continue to have a wonderful week. I know we're just at the beginning, but just keep living day by day in joy and happiness, and be thankful that God brought you to see another beautiful day. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next one.